Hi friends and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm taking you along for an unforgettable day exploring Brač Island here in Croatia, and not just any exploration. I went on a private island tour with a local guide, and honestly, this day turned out to be one of the absolute highlights of my trip. Let's dive into it.
Hello, so my name is Peter, so I have for today a tour with Sana Marie. We're gonna see what happens today.
First we are going to Vidor.
Vidova Gora.
Vidova Gora. Okay.
It is the highest point, not only from island Brač, it is the highest point from all islands in Croatia.
Wow.
So that Vidova Gora is 787 meter high. So we're gonna climb all the way to the top. So normally I do my tours 7 or 8 hours. And believe me, even those 8 hours, it is somehow not enough. But of course, whatever the guest wants, so I'm gonna do it on your way. But like I said, usually that is 7, 8 or more hours. Yeah. But I do recommend that, that when you are on vacation, you have to enjoy.
Yeah.
So with we, the people in Dalmatia, yeah. So we are always calm, we are always slowly, like no rush at all. So, like you have to have your time to drink a coffee, to take a look of the place. I don't know, to try the wine, to try the olive oil, all of those stuff. And then you need the time, of course. You have a beautiful view to Split. Over there, right side. You're gonna see constantly those trees, so olive trees.
Olive trees, yeah.
Just that we have here on island more than 2 million olive trees.
2 million?
Yeah,
oh,
so
wow,
okay, so some people say that actually we are working around about 1 million, and million it's in the bushes because, hard work, nobody likes it.
Yeah.
But we have more olive trees here on island Brač than the rest of the Croatia together. So it's
Oh my god. Really beautiful. Oh, I'm sure when I film this, this is not going to look as good as it is here when you're here. So that's the Zlatni Rat, the most beautiful beach in Croatia.
Yeah.
And that's cool.
And you see that Zlatni Rat today. So I was here.
What is this? Oh,
Nothing dangerous.
okay.
I was here on Friday. That Zlatni Rat actually was. You see the point.
Yep.
It looks now on the left side.
Yeah.
On Friday it was totally on the right side.
Really?
So that is actually the beach. It's natural. You have to know that.
Yeah.
So natural. It is actually the product of this mountain. So erosion of the ground with a lot of century. So that is the product. And the beach actually changed the shape not because of the wind. It is because of the water currents.
It's like tail,
Yeah.
which is going.
Yeah. Moving.
Yeah.
Couple of small islands you see over there, yeah?
Yeah.
So I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I see 5 small islands. So they are also belonging to island Hvar. Just there are actually 12 of them. They have a name Pakleni Otoci. If I'm gonna translate that, it's gonna be like a bad name, like Hell Islands. Yeah. And they're actually very beautiful. Just the bad name, it's when you are with a boat or, if you are sailing and you don't know the way, then you can be in problem because there are a lot of places very shallow, yeah? So that's why they have such a bad name. So okay, so that is island Hvar. And then behind island Hvar you can see just a small part of some hill. So if you can see that is a Sušac, a small island, yeah?
Okay. But very, very high.
Yeah, it is high.
Okay.
So we're gonna go all the way to the left. Yeah, behind island Hvar, that is Peninsula Pelješac. Peninsula Pelješac. And then looking from here, the second hill what we can see, that is island Korčula.
Ah, Korčula.
Korčula. And then you can see also the third hill, it is island Lastovo, what you can see from here.
Okay.
And normally in some better day from here we can see also Italy, so it's in this direction, but it has to be a windy and cold day, very clear, and then we can see Italy.
It's so close.
Not so close, but we can see it.
Okay, how many kilometers
It is approximately almost 180 nautic miles, so it's gonna be 250 kilometers.
The view from up there is breathtaking. You can see the world-famous Zlatni Rat Beach below, stretching into the turquoise sea like a golden tongue. And since I was traveling solo, Petar kindly helped me take some great photos. That's one of the things I loved. It wasn't just a tour. It felt personal and thoughtful. Our next stop was the tiny village of Nerežišća. Now this place might look quiet at first, but it hides a really quirky surprise. There's a tree growing straight through the roof of a church. Yes, you heard that right. It's one of those little curiosities you'd never find on your own, and I probably wouldn't have either without Petar.
It is actually the oldest, smallest tree in Europe.
Really?
It is a black pie, and as you can see, the black pie, it is, I mean, he grows from the roof of that church. The roof of the church is still original, yeah?
Oh,
Still original. So here you can see that that part they have repaired, but this part it's still original, yeah? And now when I'm gonna say, so it's a black pie, and when I'm gonna say, you won't believe it, but that tree is actually 150 years old.
okay.
So 150 years old, and the interesting thing with the tree, it's in the time when the church was open, you could see the roots are actually hanging. They are not connected with any soil. So that's why the tree is so small, because he lives only from the rainy water. That's it. Yeah.
Interesting.
Olive oil, it has to stay in the dark, in the cold.
Yeah.
So that was practically staying somewhere in the basement, covered with the. It was covered with the wood.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was covered with the wood, and that was the way how we keep the olive oil for about maximum 2 years. After that, that olive oil it's not good anymore because of the oxidation and everything.
Yeah.
else. You know something else that we are known?
This stone,
The white stone.
White House
correctly.
stone.
Yeah. Not only that, they have used that stone to build parts of the White House in
Yes.
America. But it is not only that, it is also something in your neighbor country.
Really?
So,
You mean Russia?
no.
Sweden.
Sweden.
Okay.
So they have used that stone also to build the parts of the Queen Palace in Stockholm. They
Okay.
build it also with our stone. And it is not the end of that. So you have to know. So I don't know. Did you visit Split?
Yes,
Yeah?
last time I visited.
Okay. Then you have to go and visit that Diocletian Palace, and then you're gonna find out that the palace is built with our stone,
Okay.
and it is actually 1,700 years old. Yeah. So
Okay.
it says something about our stone. The 14,000 people here on island, and when I say just why, I gonna say like this, that when I talk about my island, I love to compare it with Malta. So you have to know that island Brač is actually a little bit bigger than Malta.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit bigger, and maybe you know, on Malta it's 500,000 people, and we
Okay.
have just 14,000. So you see, we have plenty of space. You are welcome anytime. Yeah. And by the way, island Brač, it is the biggest island here in the middle Dalmatia, and we are the third island in whole Croatia. I show you in beginning. I show you Čiovo. I have show you Šolta. Then I have show you Sveti Andrija. Then we have saw Vis, and then we have saw Sušac, and then we saw Hvar, Pelješac, Korčula, and Lastovo. So I have show you in this how much we are in the car, hour and a half.
Yeah.
I have show you 9 islands.
Yeah, there are lots of islands in
Croatia.
Croatia.
Yeah.
Was it like 1,000 something?
So you did read something about the Croatia, yeah? It is actually 1,248 islands.
Okay. Yeah. So lots of islands.
Yeah. So next time you have to stay about 2 months
Yeah.
on your vacation.
Yeah. Would be fun.
Next, we drove down to the actual Zlatni Rat Beach to see it up close.
This side it's windy,
Okay.
and you can go from the other side, and there it's gonna be totally quiet. So that's why the beach is so good, because you can always choose the side you like.
Yeah.
And by the way, you know that that beach is actually not the sandy beach. It is a
Pebbles.
small pebbles, but very fine pebbles.
Yeah.
From the beach to the town every half hour.
Mhm.
Beach to town to beach.
beach is famous for its changing shape depending on the wind and tides. And let me tell you, the wind was definitely present that day. Even though it was breezy, the water was so clear and it was just magical to walk along the pebbles listening to the waves.
You can come here from Bol by boat or this small train.
So beautiful. The water is so blue. Oh my god. After that beach walk, we continued to Bol, a charming little town known for its relaxed vibe and local wines.
Cellar. Oh, big. Oh.
There is, you can go there and see where we can relax.
Yeah.
And you can see this also before you go there. There's one interesting barrel made in Austria, 1904. You go over there and see it, 68,000 liters.
Oh, this, the big.
And the big one in the wall.
Whoa.
That was made in 1904.
Okay, so this is
And it
really.
was completed with the glass tiles from inside. And now in that space from inside we keep the only white what we have in oak because the room is smaller and it's easier to cool it down. That's why we keep it there.
Okay. Wow.
And also that you know this is the closest winery to the sea than any other in the world.
Oh yeah.
It really is.
It is. So. Cheers. I'm here in the wine cellar where they make wines. This Stina wine. Ah, so, cheers. Let's taste this. I'm not a wine person, but it's good. This was the cheapest one, €5.90. I just love this bowl. If I would come here and I have to choose one place, I would choose this one, bowl.
Next up, Pučišća. This place absolutely took my breath away. The entire village is built from dazzling white limestone, and it has such a unique feel, almost like a marble fairy tale. Fun fact, the stone from Pučišća has been used in famous buildings around the world, even in the White House in Washington, D.C.
And now this on the left side, that is that small hotel, you see? A small hotel with just 10 rooms, but it is a beautiful hotel. Yeah?
This is amazing place. I would ever could imagine to come here without Petar. Extremely interesting place. And look at this. There is no one on the beach. There is one couple there, but this is empty. The showers are free and the water here is amazing. Wow! Petar thinks this is the best place here in Brač Island, and I can imagine why.
Our last stop was something really special, the Olive Oil Museum in the village of Škrip, which is the oldest settlement on the island. Inside, I learned how olive oil was traditionally made, and then came the tasting. We got to try freshly pressed olive oil, homemade spreads, jams, cheeses, tomatoes. It was basically a small feast. Everything was local, everything was delicious.
So how was my trip with Petar?
Excellent. I really have to say that it was worth of every cent. He knew so much about this island because he's from here, and of course he has a really good knowledge about this island. I just arrived. I left 10 o'clock in the morning and we came back like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, so it was total whole day on this island tour.
So, but it was wonderful day for me on this island, and I really can recommend Petar as your guide. He is so good. I will give his number here, and I write it down to the description. I found him from TripAdvisor, and he was totally worth for every review. That is why I took him as my guide and my driver here on Brač Island.